Hello, friends, and welcome to another amazing video of Wisdom Zone. And this is Shubro, and I'm quite sure you have already guessed it, and you all are eagerly waiting for the third part. So, today I have the third part of develop your spoken English and become more fluent and confident and proficient in spoken English. So, if you haven't subscribed to Wisdom Zone yet, it is my earnest request, please subscribe to
Wisdom
and
Zone.
continue watching this video because today I am going to discuss two latest techniques which definitely is going to help you to change your communication and help you to develop your overall communication, right? So without further ado, let's get started. So before I move forward, let me request the new viewers that I have already provided the links of the first two parts of the same series, Develop Your Spoken English, Part 1 and Part 2. The two links are given in the description. So it is my earnest request to the new viewers, please go through the links. Okay, that's going to help you immensely, right? So without further ado, let's get started with the third part of develop your spoken English and become more fluent and confident and proficient in spoken English, right? So let me quickly give you a brief idea what we are going to do today. I am going to help you out today in three things. First of all, let me show you first thing which I am going to show you is to how to describe someone's personality in English. As you see, that's the first thing which I'm going to show you, and also you will learn the related phrases and vocabulary related to it, right? And second thing which I'm going to show you is that I will also show you how to describe someone's appearance, right? That is in English. And also you will learn related phrases and vocabulary related to that, right? And at last, I'm also going to share some other innovative techniques which you can use to practice, which I do in regular sessions. So today also I'm going to give you some innovative techniques which you can use to practice. So please watch this video till the end, do not skip it at all. So let us go ahead and start with the first important topic which we are going to discuss, and I'm going to show you. See on your screen, the first thing which I'm going to show you is how to describe someone's personality in English. Okay, I hope you see on your screen how to describe someone's personality as well as trait in English, right? And you will also learn related vocabulary and phrases, right? So, yes, imperative to know how to describe someone's personality and trait in English. So, first of all, let me tell you that you can select anyone as you see on your screen. You can describe anyone after this, and you can describe anyone's personality and trait after watching these videos. Okay, so you can describe your best friend as you see on your screen, my best friend. You can describe your uncle, your aunt, your grandparents, okay, your neighbors, or your favorite actor also, right? So you can describe the personality and trait of anyone in English. So let's start. Let me show you how you can do it. Okay. So before that, let me tell you what are the vocabulary and phrases you can use to describe someone's personality and trait in English, right? So as you see on your screen, related phrases and vocabulary. So the first term which you can use is extrovert. Extrovert or outgoing. A person who is very much social is called an extrovert, or you can use the term outgoing also. And the next word is introvert or shy. So it is also a type of nature. Okay, just the opposite of extrovert, a person who is not that social, who is slightly, you can say that, hesitant. Okay, a person who is slightly shy is called an introvert. So a person can be introvert also. And the third type which you see on your screen is ambivert, which is a mixture of extrovert and introvert. Okay, a person who has the characteristics of both extrovert and introvert is called an ambivert, right? So a person can be ambivert also. Maybe you're hearing this term for the first time, but it is also a very important term to remember, right? And apart from that, some other important vocabulary you can also use, as you see on your screen, you can use the term amicable or affable. Amicable or affable, both are synonyms. They are having same meaning. It means friendly. Amicable means also friendly, and affable is also friendly. And you can use the term approachable, means a person whom you can approach easily, okay, who's quite open, right? You can use the term humble, helpful, sensitive, and you can also use the phrase best of terms. So this phrase best of terms means to have good relationship, okay. So like this way, you can use all this vocabulary and describe someone's personality and trait. So let me show you how you can do it. Let me, yes, pick a particular topic from the list given. I have again given the list as you see on your screen. So out of the 4 or 5 options we have, let me pick the first one, that is my best friend, okay. So today I'm going to describe my best friend. So let's start and let me show you how to do it. And as you see on your screen, the topic is my best friend, and I'm going to show you how you can describe, okay, your best friend's personality and trait, right? So I'm showing how I'm going to describe my best friend, so you can also describe your best friend, okay. So let's start. At first you start with the name, as you see on your screen. I have given the first sentence, my best friend's name is Troy Walter. So obviously it's important to mention the name, so that people can understand, people can obviously connect, okay. You don't suddenly start with the personality. First of all, mention the name. As you see, my best friend's name is Troy Walter. You can put your best friend's name over there. Then you can mention the age, how old this person is. As you see on your screen, he is 28 years old and he lives in this place. You can mention the place where your best friend lives, right? Okay, so up next, yes, as you see on your screen, uh, it is shown. Now I am going to tell you about his personality and trait. Okay, and regarding his nature. So now I am starting. He is an ambivert. Okay, so you can use the term ambivert because a person who is having both characteristics of introvert and extrovert is called ambivert. A person who has both the traits is called ambivert. So in this particular example, I have mentioned my best friend is an ambivert, and so he has selective friends. He is quite amicable. So you can use the term amicable, which we already discussed. Okay, means friendly. He is quite amicable and helpful too, right? So like this way, you can close. So up next, the last line is I like him because of his humble trait, and we have been friends since school days. So like this way you can end, okay. So that's the way to describe your best friend. So again, let me quickly show you and read it out once again. My best friend's name is Troy Walter. He's 28 years old and he lives in Shimla. Now I am going to tell you about his personality and trait. Regarding his nature, he is an ambivert, so he has selective friends. He is quite amicable and helpful too. I like him because of his humble trait, and we have been friends since school days. So, like this way, you can describe your best friend. Okay? So, I hope it's clear how to use this particular topic, and I hope you have understood how to use the important vocabulary which I have discussed while describing your best friend. So let's move on. Let's turn our attention towards the second important segment which I am going to go ahead and discuss, because this is also imperative, because today I am also going to discuss how to give, yes, physical description, or as you see on your screen, how to describe someone's appearance in English. And we are also going to learn related phrases and vocabulary related to it, right? So there are so many options. Again, you can describe your best friend, your uncle, aunt, your grandparents, your neighbor, your favorite actor. Okay, so out of all, again, I'm going to pick, suppose I'm picking again my best friend, okay, because today it's maybe best friend's day again. So I'm picking best friend again. As you see, I have picked this. I'm going to, yes, describe the appearance of my best friend. Okay. So before that, let me show you what are the related phrases and vocabulary which you can use, and I'll also step by step show you how you can use them and describe your best friend, right? So let me show you. The first thing which you have to mention is complexion. Complexion can be of three types: fair, dark, and whitish. Okay, a person can be fair, a person can be dark, or whitish. That means not fair, not dark. Okay, then it comes height. So a person can be tall, that means a person who's around 190 or 6 feet is tall. And then a person can be medium or average, that is 175 centimeter, right? And a person who is 165 centimeter, he is short. So these are the three categories you can mention: he's tall, short, or medium. So you don't have to mention the measurements that he is 190 centimeters or 175 centimeters. Just categorize and say specifically that he is tall, short, or medium, right? So I'm going to show you how you are going to use, yes, important points in physical description. So let me show you how you start. You start like this way: my best friend's name is Troy Walter, as I already mentioned. Then you mention how old he is. He is 29 years old in this case, of my best friend. And by profession, he's a doctor. Okay, and the third line is, now I am going to describe his appearance. So first, I mentioned his complexion. His complexion is whitish. Okay, so you can mention his complexion, right? Then you mention his height. Okay, he's a tall guy. All right. And up next, you can talk about his body type. So after that, we must describe someone's body type. Okay, suppose you're describing your best friend, you can describe his body type. Let me show you what are the vocabulary which you can use. As you see on your screen, body type can be slim. In case of ladies, we use the term slim, that she is slim. In case of guys, we do not use the term slim. Just remember this: we say he is thin or he is lean. Okay, so in case of ladies or women only, we use slim. She is slim. But in case of guys, we use thin or lean. Apart from that, we can use skinny. Skinny means extremely thin. Okay. The next type is average build. That means not too thin, not too fat, right? And then is muscular or well built. Okay. Then comes fat, but please remember we do not use the term fat. It is quite impolite. Instead, you can use the term stout. You can say he is quite overweight. You can use the term bulky or plump, but do not say that my best friend is fat. Okay, so you can say he is slightly overweight or he is slightly stout or bulky, but do not use fat. Okay, and after that, describe his face. As you see on your screen, the vocabulary over here, how to describe someone's face. The face can be round, square, oval, or long. After face, you can describe someone's eyes. Eyes can be of different types. As you see, almond, like an almond shape, or round, it can be totally round, or protruding, that is bulging. And there are other options: monolid, hooded, downturn, upturn, right? So these are the other options which you have. After that, you can describe someone's hair. type and color. So hair type can be curly, spiky, bald, receding hairline. Bald means a person who doesn't have hair, and receding hairline means a person who is losing hair from the forehead. Okay, and forehead is becoming wider, right? So that is called receding hairline. And after that, you can describe someone's hair color. Okay, that can be black, blonde, brown, gray. Anything is possible, as you know, because you can color your hair. So you can pick, and as per your friends or yes, the person's appearance, you can use the right vocabulary and say that his hair color is this type. Okay, so let's complete this description which I'm giving here of my best friend. So I have completed up to, yes, his height. As I mentioned, he is a tall guy. After that, I can describe my best friend's body type, that he is lean. Okay, as you see on your screen, he is lean. Then I can mention his face. He has a square face. I can say he has a square face, or he has an oval face. Suppose I'm saying that he has an oval face, right? My friend has an oval face, right? We can use the term oval also, like an egg shaped. It's called an oval face, right? After that, you have to describe your friend's eyes. In this case, I have mentioned he has round eyes. Okay, and after that you can also mention hair type. So my friend has curly hair. Okay, and you can also say my friend has curly black hair. Together also you can say, right? So that's the way you can describe your friend. Okay, so I hope it's clear how to describe. So these two segments are very essential. I'm quite sure you have noted how to give physical description and also how to describe someone's personality and trait. So at last, I'm going to show you what are the other innovative techniques which you can use to practice. So let me show you the first thing which you can take up. You can start doing role plays. Role plays. A role play is a situational dialogue. Okay, that means you have to pretend that you are in a particular situation. As per that, you have to perform. You need someone else also to perform a role play, and it is extensively used in ESL classes, and it helps the learners immensely to develop their diction, their fluency, and their confidence. This is one of the latest innovative techniques. So try to practice role plays. Call your friend, call your family member. Okay, let me show you. Let me give you a situation how you can practice using this role play. As you see on your screen, I have given a situation. Assume that you are short of cash and you have to make an urgent payment. So you are going to approach your next door neighbor and ask him to lend you some cash. This is the situation. So you have to pretend, you have to assume that you are short of cash and ask your friend to play the role of your neighbor, and by that way you converse, right? Like this way, act, and you approach your neighbor and ask your friend to become your neighbor, and or any other person who is ready to do this role play, and just give him the situation and tell him that you are going to approach him, and he has to respond. He has to ask question that why you need money. Okay, you should ask question, why suddenly you are asking me, why you are not asking your family member or any other friend. So like this way you have to strike a conversation, okay, and make it narrative. So this is one situation. Apart from that, you can take up other situations. Suppose you have lost your wallet, so you have to go to the local police station and lodge a police complaint. So you can ask your family member to become a police officer, and you assume that you lost your wallet and go ahead and try to lodge a complaint. Use this type of situation for role plays, okay? And I'm going to give you more situation in the coming sessions. So practice these two situations which I mentioned. Apart from that, you can try anecdotes. Anecdotes are short stories, short amusing stories. Try to make short stories, okay, and try to describe short stories that happened in your life, funny incident, and narrate. And picture description I already mentioned, and storytelling also you can try. That means you can imagine and try to narrate about a particular character or narrate a story, make a story. It can be fictional also, imaginary, and narrate it. I'm going to have detailed videos on storytelling, anecdotes, and picture description, so do not worry. So you can start practicing this now also, but you should start with the role play at present. Okay, so that's in a nutshell. So I hope you found this third part extremely useful, that is develop your spoken English. And I'm quite sure these techniques which I have discussed, they are going to immensely help you and benefit you to enhance your communication and help you to become more proficient in spoken English, right? So if you haven't subscribed to Wisdom Zone, it is my earnest request, please subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon and continue following this particular series, which is essential for your communication and your confidence. And stay tuned for further informative videos too.